My name is Susanna and I'm here partnering with The Kitchen is My Playground. Today we're bringing you a fun little appetizer. We are going to be making crab roll-ups. Now to start this recipe out, we are going to add some softened cream cheese into a bowl here. There we go, there's our cream cheese. And once your cream cheese is in the bowl, just go ahead and start stirring it around, kind of making sure everything is nice and evenly softened throughout. We don't want any lumps here. There we go. We've kind of whipped up our cream cheese, and now we're going to add some cocktail sauce into that and just a touch of salt and pepper. There we go. So once our cocktail sauce looks like it's pretty evenly distributed through the cream cheese, we're going to come over here and grate up some Monterey Jack cheese and chop up some green onions to add as well. Of course, you can get the pre-shredded cheese, but there's something about freshly shredded cheese that just comes out so much better. Even when it's not a dish that you need to be melting the cheese in, it just has a better taste to it overall. So I'm going to add that in here. So we have our green onions ready as well. Add those into your bowl. We are going to add the crab in, and we have some imitation crab here. I've got the chunk style, but I'm actually going to chop it up just a little bit finer for these crab roll-ups. We just gave the crab meat a little finer chop here, and now we're going to add it into our bowl. And honestly, I think I underestimated how full this bowl would get. I might need to move it to a bigger one. So at this point, we just want to stir all of the ingredients together. We're kind of taking that cream cheese mixture and combining it with the crab, the Monterey Jack cheese, and the green onions. All right, so we've got our tortillas now. We're just going to add basically this crab dip onto the tortillas and roll them up here. And you want to make sure they're nice and full. We want to cover them edge to edge. That way, once we slice them into the little roll-ups, every bite has an even amount of the crab filling. So we're just going to take one end of it and start rolling it up. You want to roll it up pretty tightly so that it holds. Just like that. Perfect. I'm going to set this here for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of these. So what you want to do now is wrap each of your tortilla rolls in plastic wrap. We're going to set this in the fridge for several hours at least, or even overnight. It just helps those rolls to set, and when you slice them, they're going to hold together better. And of course, it also just helps those flavors to meld together a little bit more. So I'm going to wrap this up. Just wrap each one individually like that. You'll place it in the fridge, and then in a few hours, we'll check it out and see how they came out. And we are back to see how these crab roll-ups turned out. I ended up letting this sit in the fridge overnight just to make sure everything was chilled fully and that it held together really well. I didn't need them right away yesterday, so I just left them overnight. And now we're going to slice it up and see how it turned out. Look at that. It just perfectly holds. Great little bite-sized appetizer for parties or dinners or cookouts, anything you may be hosting. Great for lunch boxes too. It's a really easy thing to just pack up for lunch. So we're going to go ahead and try this out now. That is tasty. Very delicious. It's got just the right amount of crab flavoring, just the right amount of cocktail sauce. It all comes together. Those flavors melt together so well. Definitely be sure to try this recipe out. By following the link in the description box below, you'll be able to find the full list of ingredients and all of the exact measurements there, as well as other recipes you might like to try. I will see you all soon.